Ready for another cutscene?
Oh man, this super in-depth story I can't understand.
Yeah, it is pretty hard.
If Tails was evil, would he be Eggman?
Or would he be a
Struggle snuggler.
It's like how politicians talk. If he was evil, would he be a doctor? Or would he be a
Struggle snuggler.
And everybody's like, oh my god, he could be a By the way, welcome to the Anything Cast. I'm Patrick.
I'm Eric, and I'm not a
Will.
Will, you might want to specify.
Specify what?
Okay, never mind. There's a billboard down the street from my house that's right outside of like the of an old folks home, and there's a
Wow.
and there's a
man.
sign there that says like, "Where are you going after you die? Heaven or hell?"
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
that sign. It's very condescending.
Yeah, to like right outside an old folks home, and I'm like, this is elder abuse.
Yeah,
So
that's
Hilarious.
just mean.
I'm considering buying the other billboard, putting my face on it, and then like just having an arrow pointing to the thing, just say this is elder abuse.
You should.
I've
You
already
should.
asked for a quote. No lie. I'm getting a quote to see how much it would cost.
You should
to put my face on
put
there.
a thing down there, pointing down, going definitely hell.
Definitely hell. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Definitely hell to the guys who paid for this part of the billboard.
No. Just they're all going to hell.
No, we're all just going.
We're
to
all
hell.
going to hell. Nobody's good enough to not go to hell.
On my way home, there's a sign that's been out there for years. That's just like the abortion thing, where it's like, pregnant, need help, call this number.
That shit.
Yeah.
That's so evil.
That is so fucked up.
Yeah. I mean, I get they're trying to help and everything. They're like, yeah, we can adopt the baby out instead of doing abortion. And I mean, some people do get parents that way, so I mean, it happened in my family. But if I get pregnant, you can bet your ass I'm getting an abortion. Look at how Robotnik runs.
I think like if you can.
What do you think?
What the hell?
No,
I love that his
that's
feet just move
that's
to
definitely
like
the fastest
the left or the right.
character.
What the fuck?
I see why he escaped Sonic. George Washington died 1 billion years ago, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Do you
1
consider
billion
him
years
like
ago.
older than us?
Do I feel like George Washington was older than us?
Yeah.
Combined, we're like 98 or something.
Okay, so Kurt Cobain is dead, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
What are you
I
getting
hope
at?
so. He blew his
Do you
brains out with a
consider
shotgun.
Kurt Cobain older than us?
I mean,
I feel like
you-
he is.
Okay. But you see what I'm saying?
wait, what the fuck do you mean? Like, yes, anyone born that far away, like before you were born, is older than you. In fact, no, I'm older than Kurt Cobain was when he died. So no, I'm older than Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. So do you think he
But
like?
also, Kurt Cobain was born long before.
So
I
is he
was
younger or
born.
older than you?
Yes.
Well, his
Eric.
corpse is older than me, but
There's not much of
No,
it left,
but
dude.
the
Him when he
spirit
was
of
alive-
Kurt Cobain.
no,
The
he would.
spirit? He's
Yeah.
eternal, dude. It's his spirit.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He killed himself. That's an instant hell.
That's a
Exactly.
Catholic belief. We're not Catholics.
That's a Protestant belief.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
is. There's
is.
so many Protestants that think that if you kill
And
yourself,
who is
you're going
this
to hell.
we? What is
Baptist
my
for sure.
religion, Will?
Lutheran, obviously.
Yeah, I was going to say
Lutheran?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lutheran.
Not Lutheran.
No.
No, it's
Lutheran.
a Lutheran, as in the
I didn't fucking
Satanic
stutter.
Church.
That is a combination of Luan from King of the Hill and religion. Your religion,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
God damn, Luann was so hot. Patrick, put up some porn.
Witnesses at the scene. The suspect was
You think when they take the gloves off, they have no hands, or like?
You mean like Sonic and Shadow?
Yeah, their
They take
hands.
the gloves off and the gloves are their hands?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I like that idea.
Mickey Mouse rules, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Girls.
Whoa!
Here's everybody's
Why does the
favorite
bridge
game.
just randomly end? Why is it a dark void?
Because it's the fucking, what do
You
they
know,
call
just
it?
like in cities, you know, they have huge suspension bridges.
It's
that
like the
just stop.
Baltimore Bridge. Oh, it's Maria.
There she is.
I beg of you, please do it for me.
Yes, Maria.
Oh, do it for all the people. Oh, do it for all the people. Oh, the whole planet. Oh, sayonara.
This is the one that in Shadow's game, they like made the final level because everybody loves Radical Highway so much for no reason. It's because it looks cool, I guess. It does look neat.
I don't hate this.
You don't
I
hate
mean-
anything, Eric.
I do too.
What do
yeah.
you hate, Eric?
Minorities.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I watched 5 hours of North Korean television yesterday
Why?
because I found like a recording of like their actual television.
Was that
And then
like?
I
Any
watched
good?
it. It was surprisingly like it's one of those things where it's like you're not immune to propaganda.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I do wish I lived in a community that like where like on if you blew it on TV, it's like we all matter and like every worker is special. And then the guy who's in charge of the country just gets to eat way better food than me, and I get to starve to death at the age of 32. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything that I could have been, that I could have done, feels like it's too late.
Now you're a YouTuber, dude.
Yeah.
You're even too late to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real.
We're
My-
10 years too late. God.
The earlier we'd have gotten into it, the better. But we failed. We didn't do it right. We didn't do it at the right time. We didn't sexually harass the right people.
That's true. There's Big the Cat.
I can't wait to rewatch this later and while you zoom in on Big the Cat there, because I really need to see Big the Cat.
Yeah.
I seriously thought you were fucking
Patrick,
with me
put a
at
red
first,
circle on him.
I've really got to think of like because we're not doing anything special. We're just playing Sonic. So I got to come up with some like weird thumbnail thing to do.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Put Big the Cat like he's fucking finding Waldo.
So far, I've put old men in all of them. So I think I'm going to put an old man in them.
Yeah, have him pointing at
Big
Big
the Cat, yes.
and then like circle him in red.
Yes.
If you can you make it like Eggman doing it? Because Eggman's an old man.
He's not old enough.
He is
He can
old.
use his grandfather.
He needs to be at least half as old as we are, so he needs to be in his mid-70s.
Okay.
God, this level was very boring. There was nothing in this level.
Sonic is boring. It's a terrible series.
Yeah, it is.
I would never even beat off to any.
I read it 2 years ago and I loved it.
Brave New World?
Yeah, yeah.
What's that from?
It's a book. It's
like a classic
It's very
literature book.
Orwellian. If we're in like
Is it
the actual
Orwellian?
sense.
Okay.
It's about like a weird community where people like you know the term soma. Remember? Yeah, it's like a drug that makes you. That's what is Brave New World's about. It's about like people using soma and then class identification and people being divided into different classes in a very literal sense, where you have alpha, beta, gamma, deltas.
Okay.
And the alphas are all really smart and in charge of everything. The betas are really smart, but like stay high all the time on soma, so they don't have emotions. And then the like gammas and deltas, like the gammas like work as janitors, and the deltas work like really shitty jobs, like being a miner, but they don't have like the emotional intelligence to know that they should even care.
I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a whole scene where a guy stands up and says like, you guys are, you're being abused and whatever in front of the gammas or the deltas, and they're just like, what? What?
Everyone knows Sonic is a beta cuck.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. There's a lot of footage of that, pictures too. Patrick, what else? That definitely exists. That's definitely just real.
Just Shadow fucking Amy in front of Sonic.
Oh yeah, Sonic's
Yeah.
like tied to a chair or something.
Say something.
He looks a lot like he does in that thumbnail for our video about the AIs,
The poor guy.
including the boner.
Yeah. I didn't give him a boner. I just kind of gave him a half chub.
We did a lot to Sonic in
And
that
the
video.
world's ultimate life form.
The world's ultimate life form.
Will, you still haven't even listened to the AI episode.
Will doesn't listen
You
to the show.
cuck.
Don't make fun of my fetishes. You said you wouldn't.
Okay, look, just because you enjoy me fucking your mom,
You guys ready for the worst stage in the game?
I mean, is it worse than getting cucked by his mother?
You know what? I've done both, and I'll say definitely no.
Is that the Big the Cat? Go back. Is that Big the Cat?
Yeah, where's Big the
That?
Cat?
No, go back.
Where is he? Oh, is that him? It's him up there!
Yes! Patrick's just gonna insert him.
Yes!
He's not there.
Yes! Yeah, yes, he's up there. Up, right there. Oh. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, that's him. Did you ever paint your nails in high school?
I
No.
did not, no.
I
I
did.
occasionally use clear coat on my nails nowadays.
I think my
get chipped.
dad would have slapped me if I had painted my nails.
Dad would have slapped you.
What if you had been
That's,
gay? My parents were cool. They just said, yeah, but I'm happy that you're not. So
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
have to deal with that. I was like, that's a good enough reason.
Hell, my parents were just like, no, you're not.
I'd say
I've
that.
always
They-
had
There's
a-
Big the Cat.
my mom and sister did like pageant shows, right?
Go
And
up
so
there.
there's a lot of gay people in the pageant
Can't get up
industry.
there, Eric. I'm sorry.
You have to.
There's a lot of gay people in the pageant industry. You don't
Yeah,
say.
Yeah, so like they were like pretty okay with it, to be honest.
Okay with what?
You being
Like
gay.
gay people.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say you being gay.
Oh. Well,
I
yeah.
don't think it would have necessarily been. I think they would have probably not liked it, but I don't think it would have been a problem.
Honestly, you're their only son. I think your dad would have been pissed. Well, there goes the family line. What are you gonna do? Adopt? You'll just make another gay man.
Yeah, I figure my older brother has had like all of the kids already, so it's just like I
Your older
I have
brother has
no
like 4
obligation.
kids, right?
Six,
6.
possibly 7.
Jesus Christ. Why does he have so many kids, Eric?
God, how do you find out what to even
puts
do
his
on this
dick into
level?
things and then he doesn't pull out when he comes.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
The pull-out method does work, though. I want everybody who's listening to this know that it does work.
Wrap it up.
He's just been doing it wrong.
Wrap it up.
Yeah. Use birth control. Wrap it up. Just literally do anything
Get an
other than
abortion.
saying.
Get an abortion? Yeah, okay.
I mean, I don't think most people are going to suggest abortion as a means of birth control. That's not really the best way of
Well, it
doing
depends
that.
if you're in California or not. Over there, they'll let you do a 13-month abortion.
How many months is 25 years?
I don't know,
25 times 12.
So 250.
That. Now you're
Yeah?
going to make me think about that.
Yeah.
Hold on.
250, Eric. 25 times 12 is 250. You can do math. You're a big boy.
Yeah, that checks out.
You're a big boy, Eric. Look how evil he looks, dude. He's
Wait, why does the
light-skinned
other one look more evil than the one you're turning evil?
I don't know.
Oh, it's because you're neglecting him.
Yeah, probably.
That makes sense.
I can't wait to neglect my kids. You think that Rouge the Bat has a sexy voice actress in Japanese?
Maybe. I don't
All right,
know.
he's
I
going
feel
back
like you know the answer to that question.
You know what? I don't. I've never played this in Japanese. We could play it in Japanese though.
so
if you
you're
want
a
to.
fake fan, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I could turn on the Japanese dialogue though. We could listen to it.
Yeah, go ahead.
You'd already know it in Japanese.
Go ahead.
I can't do it until I can play the game.
Come on!
Dude. I can't do it. I'm sorry.
Play it, fucking put it on! Aren't you learning Japanese? Fuck it, why don't you translate it?
I think I'm learning Japanese. I think I'm learning Japanese.
It's a much more boring song.
My God, when are you gonna turn on the Japanese subtitles?
Turn on the Japanese subtitles, Patrick.
I'm gonna see if I can do it. You don't want me
You
to.
didn't
but
try
I'm
very hard. You just paused it and then unpaused it.
Shut up,
Maybe try
Eric.
a little harder next time.
All right, let's see. Audio, stereo, mono. Wait,
And
are those
I'll
the only? Are those the only two options? That's
Hey,
the only
put
options.
mono!
No, there are
Put
clearly
mono!
4 other options, and you're not trying hard
There we
enough.
go. It's on mono now. You have. Everybody's favorite, having the game be on mono.
Why?
It does make a big difference. You're right.
Completely fucks up the audio for the recording because he did that. What were you saying though, Eric? Do you what?
Do you like A Clockwork Orange?
Never actually sat down and watched it. I'm familiar with it. I know what happens.
Pretty
but
decent film.
Yeah. Will, you like A Clockwork Orange?
I'd say I like the film.
We should make like a Clockwork Orange-esque gang.
Yeah.
Ride around in those white.
Get up to a
pants and
bit of
shirts.
wibbly wobbly.
Yeah. They do rape like a woman in that movie and beat her to death with a giant ceramic penis.
Yeah, I vaguely remember hearing about that.
I lost a job because of that movie.
Explain.
I worked at the movie theater and some lady was like, my son wants to watch this movie called The Clockwork Orange. You work at a movie theater. Is that like appropriate? I was like, how old is he? She was like 11. I was like, no, it is not appropriate at all, ma'am. They have gratuitous violence, language, and there's even a rape scene. Please do not show that to your children. And then I got reported for that because I said rape at work to a customer. And that was the final straw. That was the final time I got written up and lost that job.
Huh.
So yeah, I
Seriously?
lost my job at a theater for that. They were
What?
like, you can't talk
You
about.
were warning someone.
Yeah, and the movie was not even in the theater. Like it was just a movie they were gonna rent from fucking Blockbuster or whatever. And I don't know, Netflix at that point probably.
Seriously.
Yeah, dude. That's why I'm like, I lost that job over nothing.
No wonder you hate politically correct speech.
Yeah. I was like, well, they do have black people.
There's the
in
cat!
it.
I should have tried a little harder.
Shut up.
Oh.
Shut up.
Ooh.
Oh, Patrick,
Get
should have
fucked.
tried a little
Mediocre.
You do a good Robotnik impression, dude. That's not bad.
Thank you.
I should have tried a
You know who
little
does a
harder.
good Robotnik impression?
Your mom.
So, Will, your mom, pretty good? Yeah. You know what
How is it?
How is it? Pretty good.
I'm gonna.
You've been all up in there.
I'm
you
gonna
know,
start
at
going
least
to
the
people
one
in
time.
public and just asking them that. So your mom, what?
Pretty good.
How is it?
I mean, you've been up into the womb.
You came out of there. Tell me how it
You've been
is.
in there. What's the? What's
You know better than anybody. You've been the deepest in there possible. Excuse me? That's a quick way to
started
get
at the back
shot.
and came all the way down. I mean, you know, like that's. I need to know.
That's a quick way to get shot in Mississippi.
Probably.
I gotta make him evil.
He can't neglect it and abuse it until it's black.
Yeah.
Like
Once
right now, it's still kind
Well,
of
then
like
pat it
iffy.
more.
Then we can start feeding it crack cocaine. Well, us and the CIA. How fucking big of a gap in the shadow is between his fucking hands.
That thigh
And then
gap.
in reality, yeah, that's Patrick zoom in on Robotnik's thigh gap down there. God damn.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hold on. That better?
No, I can't. Can you turn it up?
Eric!
Can you turn it up?
Know that the Ark contained a top secret research facility where weapons.
What would you do if bats just like tomorrow you woke up, turn on the
Just got
news,
massive tits.
and bats were like, so well today we found out that all bats
I would
have
assume-
cow-like udders.
I would assume some like radioactivity had happened and like mutated a shit ton of bats. I would be so confused.
Now I'm getting.
The government is
actual
trying to
hoarding.
put bras on all the bats.
Yeah, actually, both those things you said were funny. Turn on the TV, bats have tits. You're just like, God damn it! Now I've got to jack off. That would. Do you have any idea how much porn would be made
Of bats.
Yeah. If bats grew giant double D tits.
So everybody's out with a camera.
There's a few guys doing a Mr. Hands to themselves.
I'll tell you this,
Wait, how?
COVID would
They're shoving
would
titties
fucking-
Yeah, they're
in their
shoving a titty in
buttholes?
their ass.
COVID would be back with a vengeance. I'll tell you that. Patrick, I need to build a bat box.
Why? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. That's not important.
It's really important. I need you to make the entrance really wide, though.
I need to.
I need certain kinds of bats to be able to get in there.
Yeah, and I need to borrow your power tools. You want to see something that feels really good? Oh yeah.
These are like normal.
Why are we attacking the U.S. Navy?
My fucking ears.
Because it's fucking Robotnik. He's evil.
What do you think that fucking like 80-year-olds like think about trans people? Like, are they just confused generally?
I think generally they're
Nothing nice.
confused.
They
Yeah.
just don't get it. They're just like, wait, what? What do you mean they turned into a woman?
I mean, I think for them it's just like, I don't get it. There's only a man and woman, right?
Yeah, I don't understand.
And like something my dad was telling me that made me kind of pause on the whole thing was like,
You got paused up, dude?
yeah, dude, I got paused up. And he
Admit,
was
son,
like
I've
telling
been
me, he's
bug
like, what's
chasing.
crazy to me is when I was a kid, you know, the only thing we could rely on was like the books,
gays.
the books we grew up with, and the people who read, like, you know, who read those books, like, are the older people with us, like our grandparents and stuff would tell us what was. So like the idea of like now with like all of the information at your fingertips, it's kind of just, I don't know, like the way he put it was like, it's impossible to keep up with it.
Yeah, it's destroyed the like knowledge economy.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really did. And honestly, good for them.
That's why nobody cares about college anymore. People don't respect professionalism because they figure I could just Google it.
Yeah. And a lot, you know what? And 90% of the time, they're right. You ever had like your like shirt or something rub into your nipples too hard? I've had that before, and I hated it. I used to run track, and
Oh
then
my
your
God, yeah.
shirt would like rub up against your nipples.
That's why some people put Band-Aids
I know.
on their
I ended up
nipples.
having to do that, and then like I was like looking at it in the mirror, and I was like, "This is kind of hot." I was like, I could see like if a woman did this, I'd be really into it.
Yeah, like pasties. Uh-oh.
You guys like in hentai where they put the fucking Band-Aid over their pussy?
No.
No.
Patrick, show Amy. Here's the knuckles stage where you have to do it in 5 minutes.
Ah, I see.
Very, very good. Useless safe. Okay.
That's not Knuckles.
No, it's not. This is Knuckles after he transitioned.
He's a lesbian too, so you know he's
Christian
always
is a
been
lesbian.
called Knuckles. You know that part he
Oh my
yeah.
God, that's what it should be, dude. So you remember heels and pits?
Yeah. Arm hair and
arm
heels.
hair and heels.
So you said lesbians didn't have a good nickname. Make up a nickname for a lesbian right now.
All right, butch lesbian or lipstick lesbian?
Let's go with 2 nicknames. One for the butch, one for the lipstick.
Okay. For butch lesbian, let's call them arm hair.
Arm hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
And for lipstick, let's call them. Let's see. What's a heels? Let's call them heels.
Ooh, I like heels.
Yeah, heels.
Yeah, okay. I
Yeah,
can get behind
heels.
heels. I like that one.
Yeah. Lipstick lesbians
I don't know-
always
I don't
like
know if
dressed to
hairy
the
arms-
nines.
Arm hair, and heels, huh?
Yeah, I don't know if arm hair is gonna make it, but I like
all right,
heels.
you made me do this on the spot. All right, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
look.
it's my best
It's
work.
it's a rough draft.
It's a
We'll
rough
come
draft.
back.
We're working
Look,
on it.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Heels and knuckles.
One of them should be Knuckles.
Yeah.
Knuckles is their both of their ex-girlfriend, who's their like nemesis, and is their like their rival detective.
Their Saturday morning cartoon nemesis. Like, what do you mean?
Her
they have-
name's Knuckles.
Yeah. Where is it? There it is. No? That not it? Oh, that's Big the Cat.
Where's all this money
Big the
coming
cat.
from?
Yeah, there he is. How do I open this?
This
It's in
one
here,
just-
right?
Press B.
Oh, you do it on the wheel. The wheel. There's
I
a
already
wheel
tried.
there.
It doesn't work on the wheel.
The wheel is how it opens, Patrick.
Let me see if there's like a robo-chow around here who can explain it to me.
Do you remember which floor the safes are on that you want to open?
Yes. It's right here, right?
So you can open it.
Okay, so I can open these.
Okay, you just gotta get like right towards the top.
Yeah,
of
but
it,
this
I
one
guess.
isn't on. Like, these are turned off. Wait, do I have to kill this guy?
Maybe.
Turn on? Oh, this guy too? Maybe? Maybe?
Don't know why
What
that
the
would
fuck? Get back here, you piece of... What's happening?
Where did he go?
What is happening? I've got 1 minute. I'm gonna have to
Just
restart.
open it, Patrick.
I've got to restart this.
No, just
Open it,
I don't know
Patrick.
how. I don't know what
Oh, the wheel, Patrick, turn the wheel.
Hold on, we got this. Protecting blue. Okay. Patrick, put up La Blue Girl. This sucks, but I have to do this. I gotta go turn the fucking safes
That's what I
on.
keep telling
Yeah,
her.
I hate.
Okay, it's not the blue one.
Just open it.
How do I open the green ones? I know where the blue one is. I know where the red one is.
Yeah, this is you. How do I open it?
Look, we could have been done with this level, but you're wasting everyone's goddamn
This is
time.
one of those fucking levels where it's gonna take as long as it takes. And we just gotta.
We're
sit
10
here.
minutes deep on this one level because
I know.
you already timed it out last time. So
There's three minutes, right? How long
it's
have I
5
legitimately?
minutes.
Have I really been?
Yes.
Oh
You've
my
done
God.
this twice for 5 minutes.
Ah! Okay.
And Patrick, if he fails
So-
again, put up a fail counter.
Yes. It's at this point it's 9 minutes 40. 9 minutes, 41, 42,
You gotta open
43,
it?
44,
Is he
don't
gonna
know
open
how.
it?
I don't know
46.
how.
Stop
47,
making excuses.
48,
I don't know how.
49, 50, 51,
Where's the
52,
thing to turn
53,
these on?
Just
54,
open the wheel,
55,
Patrick, the
56,
wheel.
57,
The wheel.
58.
All right.
Wow.
Yep. Yep. You proud of me, Dad?
No.
No.
Okay. I wish my dad did that to me. I wish my dad was just abusive. And just every time I asked him if he's proud of me, he'd just be like, well, you know.
Did you accomplish
Did you
anything
accomplish
today,
anything?
and will you ever? Let's think
Yeah.
about that.
He just
for a
looks at
minute,
you, he's like,
'cause
are
the
you
answer to that's
making-
probably the same answer, isn't
Are
it?
you making enough to support me and your mother yet?
Well, Dad, I am making Let's Plays on the internet, so, you know. Absolutely.
Would you do an orgy, but like if it was on top of like
Like a
endless
food
amounts
orgy?
of like on a mountain of food?
So, like a Greek orgy.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying. Yes.
Would you attend a
absolutely.
Greek orgy?
That's a better version of a normal orgy. As long as they're dropping grapes into my mouth and feeding me wine
But
and
do you
shit.
mean just like literally laying in a pile of food, or do you mean just like having sex at a feast? Because one's kind of gross, the other one's objectively
Well, you're in an
awesome.
orgy. It's gonna be a gross no matter what you do.
Yeah, it's
Eric.
gonna be.
Nah,
it's gonna be
nah.
disgusting.
No, yeah. There's no being clean in an
Eric,
orgy.
you strike me as the type of man who's been in an orgy before. How did it go?
It was very clean. Nobody caught feels.
Very clinical.
Let's see. There wasn't any kind of drama, and
Okay.
everyone did a lot of cocaine.
Honestly.
So you were in Florida, is what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
hearing.
Yeah, I visited Florida once. I guess you could sum up that as, but yeah.
Everybody gets stuck on this boss fight when they do
Oh
Let's
yeah,
Plays.
everybody does get stuck on each other occasionally, but that's just part of it.
Yeah. They keep taking the knot, and then people just get stuck.
Oh, man. I was watching porn earlier, and I'm not going to lie.
Good
I
to
think I
know.
saw, like, legitimately the perfect porn penis.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
So
Like-
it was black.
Bomb bomb.
It's about one of those gas station vapes.
Wait, can he even say bomb bomb? Isn't that Mario?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
It's okay. Sega
Here's
makes
where
Mario.
we learned that Shadow has empathy, dude.
He's gonna save Rouge the bat. Because titties are always worth saving.
Yeah, to
No
be real,
exceptions.
though.
Wait, this is
Absolutely.
this is
What
mission
the fuck
9?
just happened?
Patrick.
What the fuck just
What did you
happened?
do?
I have never seen that
What
happen.
did you do?
Dude, why? You
Yeah.
said there were like 8 or 9 missions
Is
earlier.
this
That would be
mission
like
9?
12. Yeah,
There's
this
no
is mission
way
9.
because like the last.
Man, let's
the
keep
boss
going. We,
fights don't
100%
count.
this
we,
is mission
we
9.
can beat this game like within this recording.
Yeah, absolutely we can. We can beat the dark stage for sure, and then we can do the final one in its own recording. You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hey, I gotta tell you something though.
What's that?
Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first game, is really fucking fun though.
Is it?
Yes, it is super fun. The
Why?
combat is is really goddamn hard. It's pretty realistic, I guess, for like.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it.
but
It's
like,
just a-
that's probably the most bullshit thing about the game. But it is like RPG elements are a lot of fun. Like being chased by Hungarian archers, 10 out of 10 experience.
very scary.
Let me tell you, when I ran up on 3 fully kitted out armored dudes and was like, I can take them, and then boy howdy, no the fuck I couldn't.
no, you couldn't.
That was an experience worth
They're dressed
having.
in plate mail, and you're like, yeah, I've got a short
when,
sword.
when
I'm
my
good.
sword skidded across plate mail and only sparks happened, and then they went, ho, ho, ho. Yeah, I was like, man, this is a 10 out of 10 game.
God damn. I don't know if I'd like it or not. You know how I am with
You
arcadey shit.
you might not. I don't know. Like it depends because the writing's really good, which you might like.
It's like a sim more than it is.
It
like
is.
A,
It is like
yeah.
a sim.
So it's kind of like that
It's
Mountain Blade kind
No,
of
it's
stuff.
like The Sims.
It's-
I said
it-
it's a sim.
Oh,
it's like
The
Skyrim, but if
Sims.
Skyrim was realistic.
Yeah, The Sims.
So kind of like
Yeah.
Mountain
Yes.
Blade.
Yeah, Mountain Blade. If Mountain Blade focused on RPG.
Beat the cat!
Yeah.
We gotta fight Sonic now, and then we'll be done. And we can finish the
Awesome.
recording. It's actually amazing.
But yeah, no, it's super cool. Fucking alchemy is overpowered as fuck.
We've got a couple of minutes
And
here.
much
you can
like
do some
in real-
donations.
Huh?
We can. Got a couple of minutes here. We can read some donations.
So
Have you never watched AGDQ?
Yeah.
That's what they do. And like you don't watch AGDQ, Eric? Awesome Games Done Quick. They do it twice a
No.
year in the
yeah,
summer and the winter.
It's a whole
It's a
charity
whole
thing.
thing. And it's like taken over by trans people. That's
I
not
see.
even like me talking shit on trans people. That shit is just all trans people now. There's like 4 straight people.
I haven't watched it recently. Is it really?
I watch it every year.
Huh.
I watch it every winter for sure. Because it always happens around the time that we get an ice
How
storm.
many trans people?
Last
All of
year,
them.
like 20, 30.
That's a
easy.
lot of, that's a lot of
So
trans
many.
people.
It's just because like autistic people are really good at speedrunning, and then like autistic people like get really into the idea of being trans. I think
Ah, okay.
because they like. In my opinion, I think a lot of people like do the trans thing because it's the fucking.
I think it's interesting.
Incel to trans pipeline,
Yeah.
where it's like, yeah, they don't want to be themselves because being them sucks, so they just become a different person. And honestly, in my opinion, all power to them for doing that. But I think that is the reason that a lot of people do that.
Because they just don't want to be themselves.
Yeah, they don't want to be themselves, so they create a new person to be. And who cares if somebody does that, in my opinion, but that is, I think, why a lot of them are doing it.
Yeah,
they can't
I
get
mean-
laid, they're a speed runner,
Well-
they live in their house running the same game 40 trillion times a year.
I mean, I think the way I've always, fucking fake it till you make it, be who you want
oh, yeah,
till
of
you
course,
are.
yeah, absolutely. Fake it until you make it. If you want to be a fucking woman that speedruns, do it. It's just weird how many of them are on AGDQ. Like, how many of those people
I was gonna
are-
say, I think the weird thing for me is like the connect of being trans is a very minority group, something
Yeah.
like that. But like, then you're like, and then it's just like, but you see the representation, or
Oh yeah,
you just see it everywhere. You see it
Yeah.
everywhere.
It's because they incel to trans pipeline, dude. You can't get fucked. You can become a woman, and then you're the one that gets fucked.
Yep.
It's so easy. The problem solves itself.
Yeah.
Shadow and Rouge are dead. That's Epstein Island, by the way.
So this is the last episode.
Yeah, yeah.
This is how a series ends.
Yep.
Makes sense.
That's what I'd do if I was Epstein. Wouldn't you?
Yep. I'd kill myself, of course. Yeah.
think it's like on Earth.
Look, he's
Just like
thinking
you
about
did.
his past. His life is flashing before his eyes.
Life's work was dedicated to all of those who live down there.
I guess Shadow will never be a part of Sonic Unleashed.
Making people
He wasn't actually. I don't think he's even. I don't think he's in that game. He's not.
Making people happy.
That's a real
through
big
the
miss,
power of
actually.
science.
What?
You think Shadow would be in Unleashed? That's like the dark game.
my purposes for being
Yeah, you would actually. You'd think
Yeah,
he would
that
be in there.
does kind of make sense. Yeah.
He could even be the bad guy.
He could be
the
Van
evil
Helsing.
werehog. He could be the evil werehog.
He could be Van Helsing. No, make him
That'd be
Van
hot.
Helsing.
That'd be hot. Shadow dressed as Van Helsing.
He's like hunting Sonic Werewolf down.
Maria. I wonder if I could do a good Sonic impression.
Try
Or
it.
Shadow impression.
Try it right now.
What am I supposed to say?
Say, Eggman, you'll never get your hands on Maria.
To come and rescue
Eggman,
me.
you'll never get your hands on Maria.
Nah, you didn't say Maria
You'll
right.
never get your hands on Maria.
Eggman, you'll never get your hands on Maria.
There you go. That's
There we
better. yeah.
Now your turn. Now your turn.
Okay. Whose impression you want? Shadow.
You Shadow, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Say, Rouge, you have very luscious baps.
You know?
Rouge, you have very luscious babs.
One more time. You can hone it in. Listen to your own voice in your headphones.
Yes.
Rouge. Fuck me, Rouge.
He's Sick Hiling, dude.
Rouge. That's me. That's me watching Sick Hell, dude.
Me watching Chappelle's show be like,
He keeps doing it.
making fun of trans people.